afternoon, guys. Pix here, bringing you another squad builder on FIFA 18. And in goal, we're going to have Brazilian keeper Ederson. He's a super solid keeper. Definitely one of my favorites in the EPL at this point. I've used him a couple times. Last time, I think I said that he wasn't one of the best. And there is better. But there definitely is better. Like, Peter Cech, I think, is great. I'm sure Courtois and Lloris are better than him. But for the price, at this point, Ederson is pretty cheap. And I think he's definitely worth it. Like back when he was 20,000 coins, 30,000 coins, he was underwhelming, but now that he's cheap, he's phenomenal. He's great. And the two center backs are Felipe and Marquinhos, two amazing center backs on this game. Seriously, Marquinhos, I don't think he's much of a difference to Thiago Silva. I haven't used Thiago Silva personally, but I can't imagine that he would be much better than Marquinhos. Because Marquinhos, I think, is amazing. He's fast, he can pass, he can control the ball, and he has phenomenal tackling. He's also pretty good in the air. And then we have Felipe, who I think is great. His strength is a little bit lower than I was expecting with the physical that he has, but you don't feel it in game. His overall tackling is incredible. He's always where I need him to be, and I just can't really say anything wrong about Felipe or Marquinhos in terms of their defending. They're honestly so good. And the right back is going to be Lang, and our left back is going to be Inform Marçal, or Marçal, I'm not sure how to say it, but Marçal was an amazing left back. I'd say he is one of my favorite left backs on the game after using this Inform card. He's just so well rounded. He is fast. His shot power is good, so he has some versatility there. He can attack, and he can probably score you some goals if you get him into the goal scoring positions. His overall passing stats are very nice. Dribbling stats are great for a fullback at least. His defensive stats are really great. His interception, tackling, and slide tackling. His stamina is really nice. He is honestly perfect. I loved him a lot. Seriously, he was great. And Lang was an awesome right back as well. What he lacks in pace, he makes up for it big time with his physicality and his defensive stats. And I thought he was so much fun to use. A great little right back there, and he also can score you goals. His finishing is pretty damn high for a defender. Seriously, for a cheap Inform like him, who links into our right mid really well, and I'm sure you guys know who the right mid is at this point. He's probably in the title. I thought Lang was great. So much fun to use. And our center mid is Danilo Pereira. He is one of the best pure defensive midfielders you can buy on FIFA. Seriously, there's almost no contest with Danilo Pereira. He is phenomenal. His overall passing is pretty good, but his defending is just unmatched, I would say. Nearly unmatched by any defensive midfielder on this game. And also, he can score goals like that. Who the hell knew he could finish so calmly into the bottom corner like that on such a weird angle on his weak foot, I think, too. Oh my god, I just can't really speak too much about how good Danilo Pereira is, because you just have to use him. It's hard to talk about defensive midfielders like this, because I don't really have any defensive clips to show you guys. But just use him, please. If you haven't used him before and you want to make this team, or you just want to use him in any team, Danilo Pereira is one of the best pure defensive mids in the game. Better than Casemiro, I would say, seriously, and he's a lot cheaper. And the wide midfielders, we have Elyounoussi and Perisic. Seriously, the wide midfielders in this formation, because the 4-5-1 is a weird formation for me. I never used it on FIFA 18. I don't think I used it all of FIFA 17. But it is now one of my favorite formations. It's a lot of fun to use, but the wide midfielders get so involved in the play, and they are one of the more crucial points of this team. They're some of the more important players for the build-up play and for that final product with the goals, especially Perisic. He is one of my favorite wingers now. Like, I'm going to say that about a lot of players on this team, that they're one of my favorite whatever, because this team was incredible. I wasn't expecting it to be so damn good. This formation surprised me. Some of the players surprised me. I used it in foot champs, and it more than held its own. And look at the runs. A lot of the goals that you see from Perisic will be very, very similar, where I'm just building the ball up from left to right, and then I'll pass it out to João Mario, usually, who is one of our cams, of course, and Perisic will make a nice run, he'll lay it off to Perisic, and then he'll just finish it. A lot of the goals are like that, or he'll just make a nice run through the middle, like you saw right there. Perisic is insane. He's so damn balanced. He is fast, he has good strength, he has good jumping, so if you want to whip the ball out to one of your wingers, he can head the ball down very easily. And look at that flick on there from Perisic, and of course you know he's going to finish that. He is absolutely clinical. What the fuck did I just say? Clinical, and he has 4-star skills and a 5-star weak foot, so he has that versatility. You can shoot a cross goal, you can cut inside and finesse it, as you'll see right here. He can also shoot from outside the box. Perisic is a perfect player on FIFA. I would say he's a perfect player. I want him to get more informs and more informs, and even a team of the season, because it'll be the best card in the game. And Perisic is already one of the best cards on the game, I would say. Absolutely love him. And then inform Elyounoussi. Wanted to use him for quite a long time, but I wasn't really sure if it was worth playing him in a poor team just to link him into a squad. But now that Lang got that inform, I realized that the 4-5-1 is a good opportunity to give him a try. And honestly, I liked him a lot. You might not notice that based on the amount of goals he scored me. He didn't really score me too many, but the ones that he did score me were pretty nice. Honestly, as a playmaker, he's a lot better than as a goal scorer. His finishing was okay. Okay, his 80 shooting, but his actual finishing was not too great. To be honest, his shot power is good, but his finishing is not great. Everything else about him, I loved. His pace, he felt very, very rapid. His overall passing stats, if you look at his in-game passing stats, they're so good. Like his short passing is 90, his long passing is 82, and I think he has good crossing as well. So he can definitely make plays if he's not going to score you goals, and that's what he did for the most part, was just make plays. And a nice little finish there from him. So he can finish the ball here and there, but it's all about his pace, his dribbling, which is amazing, and his 5-star skill moves, of course. So if you like the skillers, then Elyounoussi does offer that to your game. And that's pretty much the only reason why I feel like a lot of people would even want to use Elyounoussi, is because he has the 5-star skills. But he is much more than just a skiller. He has a lot more than that. Liked him a lot. He was very good. And the two cams, we have inform Manuel Fernandes and João Mario. I thought João Mario was solid. Definitely a surprise on this game, especially for a cam. I didn't really expect much out of him for a center attacking mid, but he was honestly a crucial point of this team. I'd say every player on this team was crucial. There's not a single player on this team that I can really fault in many areas whatsoever. João Mario may be a little bit slow, as you'll see on his in-game stats and on his card, but the pace did not make a difference whatsoever. He was always where I needed him to be. He can tackle. That's one thing I love about this team too, is that both of our cams has good defending, so they can both make tackles here and there. And obviously they can both score you goals. As you're seeing right now, João Mario may not have the best shooting, but he can actually score you goals. Not the best of shooters, of course. He didn't score me too many goals, but he can score you goals. He has that. His dribbling was very nice. He felt pretty physical. He makes tackles, as I said, interceptions. He's just... It's hard to really talk about some of these players because you just have to use them to experience them. But for me, João Mario was really nice. And inform Manuel Fernandes is the absolute cannon. His right foot, long shot. Oh my god. Wait until you see some of the goals he scored me. 2 of which were in the same game. God damn, dude. Manuel Fernandes is insane. You'll see right here. Look at this for a long shot. Jesus Christ, man. His right foot is so fucking powerful. I loved him. I loved him. He's one of the best midfielders I have used on the game. Yeah, I'm saying it again, dude. I'm just saying, this team was amazing. I used it in Foot Champs, and it performed better than my main Foot Champions team that I was using at the time. I don't know how that worked out, but it did. And 4-5-1 is a formation I'm definitely going to go back to after using this team. But Manuel Fernandes, there was no area to fault him in. He is an absolutely perfect midfielder for what he is. Another long shot here. Beautifully placed long shot. Keeper couldn't get anywhere near it. And the next goal you'll see is a long shot, another beautiful long shot, scored in the exact same game. Let's just take a look at this real quick. Pick up the ball, lay it off to Manuel Fernandes, and then look, boom. I think that was off the bar as well. Man, his long shots are crazy. Seriously amazing. But on top of his long shots, he has great acceleration. He has 86 acceleration for a midfielder. He has good strength and good overall physical stats. I think they're pretty good. His passing stats are great. He can finish inside the box as well. Like, it's not just a long shot taker. He can also score goals inside the box, as you see right there. He can defend. He can make tackles, interceptions. He can dribble. His dribbling is very nice. He has 4-star skills and I think a 4-star weak foot as well. He is just one of the more balanced and amazing cards I've used on the game. Loved him. As you see right there, nice little dribbling. Great ball from our striker. I'll talk more about that as we get more into some goals from him. And then a nice little finish after a great build-up play from Manuel Fernandes. And our striker is going to be inform Farfan. Just wait for that shit to load up. Yeah, inform Farfan. Really, really great card. This is one of the better looking inform cards on the game, especially for the price. I mean, you got that triple 85 pace, shooting and passing, nice dribbling, and also great physical. This is one of the best looking cards on the game. I'd say, as far as in-game stats go, balanced in-game stats, he looks like another Locadia, but even better than Locadia. And I would say in-game, he is a great striker. There are some shortcomings with the card. He doesn't feel quite as agile as I was expecting. And he also doesn't have skill moves. Like with dribbling like he has, if he had skill moves with the strength and everything that he has, I would say that he'd be one of the best strikers in the game. And although he is really, really great, and I enjoyed using him so much, those two shortcomings did sort of knock him down a bit for me. But everything else on this card is seriously great. He is very fast. As you see right there, he's not the fastest card that you'll buy in the game, but when you combine it with his 84, I think his 84 strength, it's very, very nice. His dribbling and agility was pretty good. Mostly his dribbling and ball control. His agility is not great, and his balance sometimes is a little bit off. But as you saw in that last goal, he cut inside very, very well and just cut through those two players. And his shooting was so good. He has like 90-something shot power. I think he has 90 shot power. Yeah, he has an absolute cannon of a shot on him. You'll see in one of the goals he scored me, one of the more powerful shots I've seen with the outside of his foot. And he also makes good runs, as you see right there. You know, Danilo Pereira running at the defense, and then Farfan has that sort of positioning, that intelligence to make that quick run, to cut the defense open, and then a great little finish. And he is a very, very good finisher. I was actually really impressed by his finishing. And look at this goal right here. Look at the power on that shot. No keeper is going to save that. That's insane. So yeah, his pace is great, shooting is amazing, and his dribbling was very good as well. And also, he's strong. Of course, 84 strength. When you combine that with his dribbling and his pace, it makes for a deadly, deadly combo. And of course, we're going to talk about his passing. He has 85 passing, and all of his passing stats, I think, are in the 80s or more, which is something that makes him one of the more balanced strikers you can buy in this game. When he's not scoring goals, he is getting you assists. You can play him pretty much anywhere from striker to center mid, because with the physical that he has, you can probably play him center mid and you'll make some tackles. I don't know, man. Farfan is pretty insane. I liked him a lot. Of course, there are some shortcomings, like I mentioned. He's not the best striker that I've used, but I was using it in FUT Champions. I'm sure if I was using this team in seasons or online singles, he would have got me 30, 40 fucking goals, because he's fucking great. He's a really great striker. And this team overall, I can't really say anything bad about it. I used it in FUT Champions, and I killed it with it. So, guys, please, just pick it up if you have the coins for it. You guys, thank you for watching, and have a nice day.